The topic of the greatest actor ever is often the subject of furious debate.
That's your only argument?
It's the only argument I need, Sean!
Now, it's also something of a Rorschach test for what you prefer your actors to look like, to sound like.
I'm walking here! I'm walking here!
How you want them to emote on screen, what you want to see out of them. Now, for some, the style of early greats like Jimmy Cagney are the preference. They're loud, boisterous. Some claim perhaps a little bit too over the top for their taste.
Come out and take it, you dirty yellow-bellied rat, or I'll give it to you through the door.
Now, others will prefer the everyman type, the Jimmy Stewart, the guy next door.
And I saw 3 of them in his room the day I went up to see him. Senator, yield. No, sir, I will not yield.
Still others will lean on James Dean, the troubled, expressive youth of East of Eden fame.
Talk to me, Father.
Or a rebel without a cause.
You're tearing me apart!
Maybe the traditional leading man is your thing. For that, we have Cary Grant.
The next thing...
Or Paul Newman.
You know, I got a hunch, fat man. I got a hunch it's me from here on in.
Robert Redford.
$1 million. A lifetime of security.
A modern example in George Clooney.
You're doing great. Just smile, Loretta, so you don't look like you're being held up.
Action stars of the past like Steve McQueen and Sean Connery gave way to a slew of modern muscle men. Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Here is Sub-Zero! Now, Plane Zero!
Bruce Willis.
Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
Now you had westerns starring the likes of Clint Eastwood, John Wayne. Modern examples of all of these archetypes abound, and you can choose your favorite flavor, whoever you want. Actors like Jack Nicholson, a master in his own right.
Here's Johnny!
With an eye for brilliant material and how to bring it to life. He said he never would have gotten as far as he did if he wasn't such a great writer. That's what made him a better actor. Now, throughout the past century, there's a plethora
Would you say I have a plethora of piñatas?
of renowned film personalities that have graced the silver screen. It makes it challenging to definitively determine who stands as the greatest actor or movie star of all time. And opinions will vary wildly. Leonardo DiCaprio, Humphrey Bogart, Meryl Streep. So the question that I want to pose today is just a little bit different. What is the greatest run an actor has ever been on? When has an actor been in his prime, so to speak, and rarely had a misstep? How long did their peak last? More than a decade? That's
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable!
almost inconceivable.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
But some people do fit that mold. And that's what we're going to examine today on Inside My Mind. Now, as someone who grew up in the 90s, it'll become apparent that the actors on this list will tend to celebrate my more formative years. However, I understand that the scope of cinema is long. I would be remiss not to mention a few of the greats who came before and had a massive influence before my time. First, the man widely considered the pioneer of modern film acting and possibly the greatest actor of all time, Marlon Brando.
I could have been somebody. I could have been a contender.
He's the perfect combination of brutish male charisma, boyish charm, and a noticeable feminine energy. It made Brando the object of desire and affection for more than a generation. He was a master of transformation and performance.
Are you an assassin?
He rarely, if ever, struck a false chord in his films.
As a matter of fact, my wire...
As a matter of fact, there wasn't no wire at all. Every man's a king, and I'm the king around here. And don't you forget it. What kind of a queen do you think you are? You know that I've been on to you from the start. Now, sitting on your throne, swilling down my liquor, and you know what I say? Ha ha! My place is all cleared up now. You want me to clear yours?
Even in his later years, as he tackled more mature roles like in Apocalypse Now as the beguiling Colonel Kurtz.
You're an errand boy. Sent by grocery clerks.
Or as Jor-El, the father of Superman.
I brought you today.
he managed to maintain everything that we loved about him as a performer. What he put on screen, for all to see, will be remembered for as long as cinema exists.
How many times you told me that in 25 years? I mean, I'm going to believe that when the pigs eat my brother. To collect the bill. Kal-El, Ralph, whatever your name is.
Secondly, I would be remiss not to point out James Stewart, perhaps film's most reliable everyman type of actor.
Be oh so smart, or oh so pleasant.
He nonetheless was enormously talented. He worked with some of the greatest directors of early movie making.
Who is this?
This is the voice of doom calling. Your days are numbered.
From Frank Capra to Alfred Hitchcock, he left his mark as one of the easiest people to root for.
Well, thank you, Harvey. I prefer you, too.
Act in such classics as It's a Wonderful Life, Vertigo, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, Rear Window, The Philadelphia Story, and Harvey, a transcendent actor, deserving of a spot in the honorable mention list here.
No comment.
Lastly, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the great Daniel Day-Lewis, widely considered to be the greatest actor of the last 50 years, and maybe the greatest film actor to ever live.
Stay alive, no matter what occurs. I will find you.
Day-Lewis is perhaps the most prolific and proficient in cinema history at translating method acting to the big screen.
Heart! This boy has no heart!
Stop crying, you sniveling ass. Stop your nonsense.
Now, his approach to finding his characters and staying in those characters for months, both on and off the set, are the stories of legend.
Challenge accepted.
Most notably, he earned 3 Oscar wins for Best Actor. In fact, since 1990, Daniel Day-Lewis has appeared in only 13 films, yet he has 6 Academy Award nominations for Best Actor and 3 wins. It's one of the most remarkable feats ever achieved in cinema history.
And the Oscar goes to Daniel Day-Lewis in My Left Foot.
And the Oscar goes to Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood.
And the Oscar goes to Daniel Day-Lewis.
Now, you can't tell the story of film from the last 40 years without mentioning Daniel Day-Lewis.
It's fair. Touch and delicate, but fair.
His performance as Daniel Plainview in There Will Be Blood,
They should have put you in a glass jar on a mantelpiece,
is widely regarded as perhaps the finest film performance of all time.
I am the third revelation. I am the...
In addition, his role as Bill the Butcher Cutting in Gangs of New York is a breathtaking achievement.
I'm hearing confession tonight, you notch 45, you Irish bug bastard.
And his transformation into President Abraham Lincoln is a revelation.
Clothed in immense power. Now.
Now, few can even hope to compare to the raw power of any Daniel Day-Lewis performance.
There's a whole ocean of oil under our feet. No one can get at it except for me.
He elevates any material that he works on.
I can't keep doing this on my own.
Unfortunately, he abruptly retired after his film The Phantom Thread came out in 2017, thus depriving the future of cinema of more outstanding performances.
Mr. Daniel?
I'm finished.
Hi, I'm Steve with Inside My Mind. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Inside My Mind.